We here, man. Underdawgs Podcast, episode 6. The industry. We here, man. Hold up. Man, what's going on? Yo, what it do, my people? We all tuned in to episode 6, man. It's the industry. We got some good special guests coming on today. We got an award-winning film director. We got a hell of an entrepreneur, media personality. So I stay tuned, man. TA, what it do, my boy? Okay, then. How about boy go right there? Third eye Slie.
Yo,
Man.
Underdawgs
Man.
Podcast. I am
Hey,
your
man.
player, Slie, aka Josh Cowden, aka Mr. Damn That's Deep. We in this motherfucker.
Third eye Slie, man. Player
Yes,
Slie.
sir.
Y'all know what's
Man, what
going
it
on.
do? What it do, man?
Hey,
It's
man,
finna
let
be.
them know, man.
Hey, man, this the motherfucking known, most unknown podcast. The
Yes,
Underdogs.
sir.
The eyes, real eyes, goddamn
Yeah. We got a very special guest coming on, man. Hold on, let me go
it.
and
Very
put up
special.
in
We got a very
Hello.
special two guests coming on, actually. You know what I mean? We got
Yeah.
today Miss Whitney Nichole coming in today. She's a
Mm-hmm.
FAMU alumni. You know what I mean? She's an entrepreneur, media personality. You know what I mean? She's a founder and the CEO of a media maven and a company along with the rich bitch teas and newly
Yeah.
added venture manifestation candles coming in today. And we got my main man,
Come on, man.
Los2k6. Goddamn. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
get, hey, hold on. Tell everybody, look up that Luke and Lee right now. We got an award-winning film director. Right
Yes,
now, go
sir.
on
Coming in.
Amazon Prime, man. Some dope film, bro. Telling
Dope
you.
film. Yes, sir. Coming in today, man. I'm over
Mm-hmm.
here listening to these kites right now. But yeah, so we got these special guests coming in today. We honored, you know what I mean? We could go get into the show. And we, you know what
We
I'm saying?
call,
Peace and blessings to everybody that's here tuning in with us too, by the way.
yeah. We call this the industry episode, man. Since we just, going in on some industry topics, you know.
Everything. I'm over here sending kites, man. You know how this shit is.
Yeah, you know it. How everybody day going today, man? I hope y'all got some good energy, good vibes going on. You know, if you either out there chasing the bag or just relaxing, man, unwinding your mind. You know, everybody need that. Some time to yourself, you know.
Real, that's a must.
Keep
That's a
keep
must,
learning,
man.
keep learning who you are. You know what I'm saying? Every end of the week or beginning of the week, try to always manifest something positive, or take all your lessons and turn them into wins.
Shit on everything.
Hmm.
On game, man. We gonna keep coming at you every Saturday live,
You
3 o'clock
know
on IG. God damn it. They say consistency outbeats talent all day, every day, right? Well, we bringing
it.
y'all
Yeah.
both on everything. Mm-mm-mm.
Hmm.
You set them kites out?
Yeah. I'm about to put bro on. Pop put low on.
All right, bet. Yeah, with us. Raven, Pennsylvania. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Out there with that Florida, out there with that Florida energy out there in Pennsylvania. I see
Oh,
Whitney.
there she go.
She just jumped in.
Okay, that's a bet.
Boom.
Man, I'm telling you, man, hey Los, man, I like that Luke and Lee, man. It made me feel like,
Hey
hey,
guys,
what's going
How
on?
you doing?
how are you?
Peace.
Hey, peace and blessings. Welcome to the Underdawgs Podcast. We appreciate you accepting our invitation. And like I say, we just one of them podcasts. We giving good vibes, good energy, and bringing our people together. One a minute.
Yes, I'm excited.
So, yeah, appreciate that. So, everybody, we have Whitney Nichole, FAMU alumni, entrepreneur,
I look
media
so bad
personality.
right now too, by the way.
Hey, so you're a natural queen, though. So that's just what it is,
Thank you.
natural black queen. So we got the founder and CEO of Media Maven, and I said it right. Media Maven and Company, along with Rich Bitch Tees and newly added venture, the Manifestation Candle.
Yes.
So we're gonna start it off though, Whitney. Like, you got a very we're gonna start it out with who is Whitney Nichole. You know what I'm saying? For those people that's watching right now, describe yourself in 30 seconds. What could you, share with people about yourself?
30 seconds.
Like a real like if you was on a real quick, just to give somebody, a little bit about yourself in a short amount of time. Cause I know it's a lot you got going on, but just you as a person in general.
Me as a person in general, I'm just like an overall goofy person. Like when people meet me or they get to know me, like it's the energy, cause like I believe in spreading positive energy everywhere that I go. So like I'm just a good time. Like when you meet me, I'm goofy, I'm funny, I'm a pour into you. So I think that was 30 seconds. That's me, 30 seconds in a nutshell.
Yeah. Okay, that what's up. So,
Nice.
you got a very diverse portfolio, because I had to sit here and like study you like it was about to be a big college exam or something going on.
No,
So,
don't do that.
hey, I like what gave you, the spirit to just pursue like a career in entertainment? Was that something you always visioned since you were little? Like
Yeah,
what
so
got you in?
it started in elementary school. I used to do like morning announcements, afternoon announcements, and stuff like that. And when I was in high
Yeah.
school, I did the same thing. So honestly, when I was in high school, I really didn't want to go to college. I told my teacher, I was like, I'm about to like do hair or be a chef or something like that. And she was like, girl, no, you're not. You about to go to school. So I went to FAMU and I did broadcast journalism, and I just fell in love with it. And I started my own talk show probably like my freshman or sophomore year in college. I started my own talk show. But I
Okay,
used to work
then.
for Lowe's while I was in school. And I had this one guy friend. He was like, you don't want to work for Lowe's for the rest of your life, do you? And I was like, no, I really don't. So
Yeah,
I
nah.
started my own media
Yeah.
company probably like my last year in college. I got connected with the promoters, and so what I would do is like, I like you, my manager, and he'll be like, all right, cool. So he said I like you as my manager. So every time the artist came
Sounded right.
to Tallahassee, I oversold myself. I'm like, it's this big media platform in Tallahassee. They interview everybody. We got to get you on our platform. So that's really how it started when I was in school. I had my
Okay,
homeboy
then.
Tony. He was a promoter. He'll bring the artist. I'm like, Tony, give me
That's
their
cool.
number. He was like, all right, you ain't get it from me. So he'll slide me the manager's number. And I'm like, yeah, it's this blogger here in Tallahassee. And then that's how it basically got started. And then once I graduated from Tallahassee, I stayed for like another year. I moved to Atlanta. And then when I moved to Atlanta, that's when I started doing like red carpet engagements and just started networking with different artists and people in the entertainment industry.
Yeah. Man, that's a lot to soak in right there, for
I
real.
know, right?
That was so
It is.
okay. It was like the process.
Yeah.
We got to get the process ground up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the process
So
make you love that shit.
I like your little blue flames.
Oh yeah. I'm over here trying out filters and shit. I like this too. I'm just stuck on it, you know. I feel like a Super Saiyan type shit.
Okay, look, make mine look like I got a little makeup on. Okay, we'll do it like that.
Hey, so I'm gonna first start it out with R.I.P. Flipper, R.I.P. to Young Dolph, you know.
For real,
But like
R.P., man.
I seen you did a interview with Young Dolph. Like, what was that like? What was the energy like? You know, cause Dolph
For
a
real.
different kind of artist. You know, he was his own boss too, and it's like the man ran his stuff independently and everything like that. So he like up there with Birdman and P to me. You know.
Yes.
For real.
The same situation with Dolph, my homeboy Tony. I think Tony Go Hard, he's the one who brought Dolph to Tallahassee. I love Dolph. Like, that's one. I
Yeah.
love all Memphis
For
artists. So I
real.
said, Tony, I need to interview Dolph. And he was like, all right, we'll set it up. So when Dolph came, he had just got off the road. He was super tired, but his energy was still like so humble. He was different
Yeah.
from like any artist I've ever interviewed because he like really gave detailed and meaningful answers. So, and he was real cool. He was like, "You coming to party with me after the club?" And I was like,
Yeah.
and like, hell yeah, I'm
Yeah.
coming. Like,
Right.
yeah. But no, it was a really cool interview. He super humble guy. And what was so crazy in the interview, he talked about like how he wanted to give back to Memphis and how
Yeah.
much he put so much in for his hometown. So to like see him
Right.
kill in his
Yeah.
hometown, that really
Yeah.
broke my heart. But it
Yeah,
was
that
one of
hurt.
my interviews I've done.
Yeah. So with that being said, like, what was one of your favorite songs by Dolph?
It's the one he just dropped not too long ago. It's called To Be Honest.
To be honest.
Yeah,
I
and then
see.
before
Yeah, I dig it.
that, what was my other favorite Dolph? Anything by Dolph. I just
Yeah.
love. Yeah,
Man,
it
that
don't
man
out.
that man go hard though, cause when I first heard about him, I heard that Welcome to Dolph World.
Welcome to Dolph World.
And
Yeah,
he did a
Yeah,
song.
man.
first started.
He
Yeah,
did a
For
he
song
was
with
real.
actually on tour.
he did a song with, was he Titty Boy then at the time? But
At
it
the
was
time.
Yeah, he
he
was
did
Titty
that
Boy.
song on
Yeah.
Bless. That on Bless
Yes,
Yeah.
song.
that's
That joint
my
was
favorite.
hard.
I
That
still
joint
blast
was
it to
hard.
this day, all the way up.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, like one of my top ones though is that While You Here when he dropped. And like
Yeah.
shoot, my pops had passed away. And then it's like, man, when I heard that song come on, like, man, I shed real tears, dog, because this is stuff he's saying, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
tell your people
Yeah.
you love them while you're here. Tell
Why
your mama, yeah, like,
Right.
I like, man,
you have to though,
Right.
cause like life is so
You
short.
have to.
You never know. Yeah.
yeah,
See, my
but,
favorite song from Dolph was that Royalty, bro.
Oh,
oh,
Roy.
man, yeah, Roger.
Yeah. It was just the shit he was saying, bro. It was so
King talk.
different, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that King talk, dog. It was just so different, bro. You know what I mean? And I respected him for that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being different.
Yes, and then like he has music for everybody. Like he got the Get Crunk music.
Exactly.
Got
Mm-hmm.
got. I don't know, but if I did, he got the music you roll up and smoke your blunt too.
Mm-hmm.
Have music for everybody, and he's just so versatile, and that's what I
Right.
like. Yeah.
Yeah. I say, man, R.I.P. Flipper, man. He was in the game too long. That's why it was crazy when he just came out the blue like that. But, you
Yeah.
know, they say that's how it be in the city, you know, where you
That's
from.
how it be.
Be the
Be
ones
your
that
own
do you
kind.
like that. Hey,
Yeah.
yeah. We trying to, that's why we doing this podcast, though. We trying to put a glitch in the matrix, man. We got to stop all that self-hate
Exactly.
and showing that we can't get together and have a healthy conversation amongst men or men and women. Like, you know, so we just got to keep feeding the
Yeah.
atmosphere with that type of vibe.
Exactly.
If every
Positive energy.
then like the world would be such a better place because it's like so many people want to hate on each other. So many people like secret beef, secret animosity, and it's just like life is too short. Like I try to be blissfully happy no matter where I'm at, no matter what I'm going through. Because I could have so much stuff on my plate and you'll never know because it's just like it's not like a front, but I've always told my older people like, okay, complain, but what's that going to solve? Ain't nobody going to help you. So you just got to find solutions and just keep going. And it's all about your mindset. Like I believe, like speaking manifestation, even I could be piss poor. You won't even know it, but I'm just still going to be like, you know what, God, thank you for waking me up because some people not able to wake up. Some people didn't wake up. Some people don't have a house to live in. They don't have the stuff that we take for granted. So I just always positive no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why every time, like, if I feel some type of way or anything, I just step back and start showing gratitude to like stuff I have or the people I got or the health of me and my loved ones, and you know what I'm saying? Because I
Right.
have certain things that other people don't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody has that type of shit. So we
Right.
must show more gratitude. And we
That
just
is
focus
Yeah.
on the negative all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's
yeah,
like
you
you
And
right.
then
bad stuff happen, but believe it or not,
Right.
like speak real stuff or you speak over your life and you speak what you want. It may not happen right then and there, but
hmm
it's going to happen.
you put it in motion. You put in your
Manifestation.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your mind focused on
Yeah.
that. But like, like you
Exactly.
said, in any situation, even if you're going through something, it's like it's almost like a situation where it's like it's storming outside. That's your life. It's storming. You don't even see no clouds, but you in your mind, you
What?
still see the sun coming out. You still,
Right.
Yeah.
know that it's gonna be shining again. Like
That,
Yeah.
you just
Because
got
that
to keep
when
that
you sit back
mentality.
when you sit back and think about it, that make you think like all of everything that happens around you be mental when you think
Yeah.
about it.
yeah,
You know what I
Yeah.
mental.
mean? It's like, yeah. So it's like in my mind, I might be angry and mad, but it's like, damn, it's cloudy, but it's sunny. It's the sun is always up somewhere. So it's like
Trouble.
I
hmm
got to change my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like I was saying, you got to show gratitude.
Always, you gotta dig out yourself out of whatever pit. Cause I've been low before. It's been times where I ain't know like how I was gonna eat, how I was gonna pay my bills, but I'm
It's a process. You feel me?
still smiling because I know God got me, and I know like I feel like I'm favored. Like no matter what obstacles life has thrown at me, I'm one of God's favorites. So
Yeah.
He's gonna make a way.
Yeah, it's a process, and it's gonna be tests like for you not to give up, and nothing out here easy. So it's all about
Nothing.
how hard you wanna, prepare yourself. You wanna be still at the same level, or you wanna keep leveling up in life, because as we
Right.
see it, from from a youth to now, like time just is gonna keep going.
That
Yes. Speaking
So
of that, you know what I mean. As a entrepreneur or
oh,
like
I would
multiple
go. I would go
business.
throw something in there real quick, for you
Oh, do your
transition to
thing.
that.
Do your thing.
But
Do your
I see
thing. Do
you
your
work.
thing.
I see you working with Orlando's own Leek, baby. So what going on with that situation?
so
Before
he
why we transition from the music?
Oh, she will. Yeah, she do. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm his PR. I do his media and on his executive board, his administration team. And what's so crazy is I went to his listening suite, not even knowing him. Like I knew about him, but I didn't know him on
Yeah,
the level that I knew him. And I went to his listening suite, and I was like, "This guy is super talented." Like,
yeah,
Miss
Right.
Sarah, she had the bloggers come out so we can cover it, and I was like, "It's crazy how life works," because I went there station to post it to my YouTube channel, and was it a year later? Not even a year later, I ended up on his team. So like what gravitated me towards Leek was like I'm giving him a compliment. I'm like, you know what? You keep going, you doing your thing, you about to make it to the top. He was like, nah, you keep going, you doing your thing, you gonna make it to the
Type
top.
yeah.
shit.
And
That's supposed to be.
that
For
he's
real.
a positive person. I love Leek. Leek is
Yeah,
like the sweetest person in the world. So I
yeah.
kept in contact with him. I'm like, Lee, I need to get an interview with you. I need to get an interview with you. He was like, I don't really do interviews, but I'm trying to branch
hmm
off and start doing them. And then he was like,
hmm
what you? And I told him everything that I do. And he was like, bringing you on the team. And ever since then, like, that's my dog. Like, I love him. He is such
Everything.
a cool guy. He's working. We got the EP coming out soon because
hmm
everybody's asking, like, when he dropping the album, when he dropping the album. So it's coming.
Yeah,
Been working real hard, and I know everybody's gonna love it.
yeah. I already know
Yeah,
Leak hard
yeah,
though, because I done heard a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
records he did with my people, and
Yeah,
that she
Exactly.
fell in love with the streets.
yeah.
It was the
That
first
was
record I heard.
that's what I said.
Right, right, right.
I be blasting it.
She
Anything
fell in
I
love.
work with him, every song he got on repeat. Always listen to it. So
That was up. But yeah, Slie, you can go
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
and that's the next one. I had to
So
squeeze that one in there.
nah, you had to, man. That's only right, bro.
Yeah.
So as an entrepreneur of multiple businesses, what are some challenges you had faced in the beginning?
everything, like starting a business, keeping it going, like it's been plenty of times where I wanted to just be like, you know what, I ain't doing this no more. My job pays me well. I'm doing good for
Yeah.
my job, but I don't always want to work for somebody. And what made me
Facts.
start my own business, like, I swear to God, I was in Atlanta. I had just lost my job, or I quit my job. So when I was in Atlanta, I was a bottle girl, a hookah girl, and I was a bartender making way more money than my 9 to 5. So
Mm-hmm.
what happened was the owners of the club that I was working at was doing some shiesty stuff.
Oh man.
But they closed the club. So now I'm scratching my head like, what the hell? So
Damn.
for a roofing company, it was all white people. It probably was like 4 black people who worked at the roofing company.
Right.
And it was just like everybody was getting fired left and right. But I feel like, they kept me because I'm black and they got to have the black people there. But it was a very
Mm-hmm.
toxic work environment. So I
Yeah.
think because they was just doing some shiesty stuff, and like here
I know
I
Atlanta. I heard Atlanta be like that though. I
am.
didn't.
If you don't really do your research, if it's not like a really good company, then it's one of those like, so I quit my job. I'm sitting at my homegirl living room. I'm like, damn, I don't got no job. I'm sitting at my friend's house. I'm on the sofa.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, Whitney, what you know how to do? And so that's when I started my media company back in like 2015, 2016. I
Okay
started
then.
a company. She was like, girl, you know how to do logos? I was like, I really don't know how to do logos that well, but that's what people want. So I have a friend here in Orlando. His name Young Stilo. Me and him became really close. Like, he literally taught me most of everything I know. He was like, friend, this is what you want to do. I'm gonna teach you how to do graphics. So when I was broke, I just started doing websites and
Right.
logos. And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
damn,
smart.
you paying for this?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Free
they
Yeah,
hands.
yeah.
ain't paying money for it. So that's what held me down until I got another job. So when I got another job, I just kept my media company going. I just started doing logos, graphics, and just getting better and better as time progressed. And then I was working my job. But of course, life give you lemons. Then I had to move back home. I had like 4 deaths in my family back to back from
Man.
2017 to like
Damn.
2019. So I moved back home. My mom was like, you've been gone for a while. So it's the reason why you're probably like need to come back home. And I just started doing like graphics. And then I was like, I'm a person that always want more. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what else is there that I can do? So after my graphic company, what did I do next? I did something. I started selling t-shirts.
Yeah.
And then I
Wow.
stopped. And then
Oh
I
yeah. She
started.
was.
It's
You was
like,
like. You were like whatever
Business
these people
minded.
whatever
ain't.
will bring some money in, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
After I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
one of
That
those,
was up.
yeah. So
Yeah.
after the graphics, I started Rich Bitch, and that was during quarantine. Um, graphics just
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It brings the money in, but it's something that I'm not really passionate about.
Right.
So during quarantine, it was this lady on Instagram. Her and her husband do skits all the time. She was like, Jeffrey, I'm a rich bitch. And then everybody started saying rich bitch. So I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
we profit off of that. So
Yeah.
then I started RB collection. So I started off selling just t-shirts, and then it branched off to shea butters, lip scrub, face mist. Now I'm selling hoods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
about to drop purses. So that's kind of like my baby right
Dang.
now. Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Cause
Oh,
one thing you said, like when you was talking about the logo, website, and graphics, and you was thinking like, man, people paying for this. Like one thing about it is like whatever we don't know how to do ourselves, somebody else know how to do it. So it's like, dang, or if I don't feel like doing it, cause I know it's gonna take a lot of time, I have to pay for it. You have to pay for everything, whatever I don't know how to do, I don't want to spend
yeah.
time. Like it be
Right.
like, man, I might want to fix something or whatever, but I'm like, man, this gonna take like an hour, 2 hours. Man, let me just pay that man real quick. Come on with her.
Do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
real.
I got
That's
to how to make this photo look polished, how to do this.
Yeah.
And when I came,
exactly.
my homeboy Steve was like, I'm gonna show you because you're working too hard. So
Mm-hmm.
like literally house, I'll be to his house like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and we up working on logos. He working on his graphics. I'm working on mine. I'm like, friend, can you critique this? And that's just how it was.
Yeah, I felt like quarantine brought a lot of creativity and a lot of
lot.
more stuff because I
Yeah.
came up with my own business and clothing line during quarantine. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just
Exactly. Yeah, I
but
done found myself, you know what I'm saying, came with my own business too as well during the quarantine.
He brought it out of everybody. It's
yeah,
like
it
people
did.
at home, they online shopping, they ain't going nowhere, so you might as well give them a service that they can use while in quarantine. So
Why people ain't going back to work now? They're like, man, I'm making more money than I did working this job here.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
they done fucked up, but I love it, man. Everybody starting to goddamn.
I believe like being an entrepreneur, you have to quit your 9 to 5 because that's
You
what
have to.
you don't. My 9 to 5, when I need to buy extra product or if I need to make order, I know how much I'm making at Progressive. This is how much I can afford to buy my products, and I just flip it and keep investing.
That's what that's my analogy. I've been telling for like they just think jumping out the gate, but they're like, dog, especially if you ain't got no team, no support. They're like, damn, I can make all this money here doing this or you know, whatever. That's what I do in my business. Like I make good money, but it's like, dog, you gotta do some of that money, invest in your own stuff. So it's helping me build my business and stuff up more now. So when I can pop it off, get it up out there and everything like that, and I'm making revenue, it's like, dog, I don't need that no more.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, a lot of people are afraid to take risks, and a lot of people are afraid to bet on themselves. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta take that leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it demands you to quit your 9 to 5 because all it's doing is taking your time when you think about it. When you break down how much you make in a day at your job and be like, yo, if I can do this, I can make way more than I can make it at my job. You know what I mean?
True.
But you have to have plans, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
sometimes
you gotta
just
have a
can't
solid
quit right away.
foundation.
You gotta have a whole plan. You know what I mean? But you gotta stick to it.
That's
You
true.
don't wanna. Yeah, you have to stick to it, and then at the end of the day, nobody wanna retire from these bum ass jobs anyway. You feel me? So we must create your own shit, because having your own shit is nothing like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it's so different though. It's so different though, cause like I don't mean to cut you off, but like when we were coming up or whatever, it's like, man, the social media and the technology, like if we would have had back then, bro, we'd have probably been not working what's going on right now. Like we was taking the most risk ever coming up, bro. Now it's like, damn, man, if I would have had this, you know, that's why it's passing the information along too. Like, you know, well, this how I gotta pop it out here, but I mean everything, you know, happened for a reason too.
That is true.
Exactly.
So like, since you saying like the obstacles in the beginning, so it's like anything you kind of currently still like face as you continue like to build what you vision.
I would say I have imposter syndrome. Like people show you things on social media, but like I like to keep it real. Like I don't think I'm doing enough, or sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing my best or giving it my all. And my friends be like, "Girl, you crazy? Like you really are out here like just trying yourself." Because like you said, starting is hard. Like when I'm like, ain't nobody really gonna buy from me. Nobody's really going to support my business. So I don't know if I should take that leap of faith. But I've always been the type of person to just do whatever. Like even like in high school, college, involved in extracurricular activities. Like I used to model in college. I sung in the gospel choir. Even growing up, I grew up in the church. My auntie had me like in oratorical contests and everything. So it's like I've always been to just try it. And so I think my big problem, like the guy said, be consistent. I'm not sure if it's a guy or a girl, but be consistent and grind. My biggest problem is because I can drop something, but I feel like I'm the superhero of my family. So it's like when my mama needs me, I'm there. If my dad needs me, I'm there. And then I put certain stuff behind me, and it's like, girl, you got a mission. You got people who rooting on you. I do vision boards all the time. Even if it's not on a cardboard, it's in my phone. Like literally accomplish this. So I would say like the consistency part is something that I'm really working on, being more consistent. Like if I post something, I got to keep it up, and then just believing in yourself. Like I really battle the imposter syndrome. Like, I know I'm good enough, but sometimes I feel, well, maybe I'm not. But then that's why I have like really good friends who like stay in my ear, like, girl, you are doing a good job. You awesome. You doing better than most. Because some people, they have good ideas and they won't act on it because they feel like they're not good enough. So I say like those two, like just balancing like real life and then also putting in the work. Like, you have to find a common ground between those two. Like, all right, I'm gonna deal with my problems for an hour. I'm finna focus on what I need to handle for my businesses.
Yeah. So you pretty much saying just keep yourself balanced and stay structured.
Right.
You know, like keep your foot on the gas, even if some go this way. It's like having a plan A, B, C. If it go this way, I'm gonna try this way, and just don't be like lay down, like I give up, like it ain't. It might be up to you.
Sometimes I'm like, I want a nap. I'm gonna cry. I need to cry. I'm gonna take a
But you gotta
just gotta keep going.
Some people want that shit to happen overnight, and we live in this world where people can get shit so quickly. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, you gotta grind that out, man. Because like we were saying earlier, the process of getting something is the most fulfilling thing ever. Because man, once you get there, it's like, damn, dog,
you appreciate it so much.
Remember the process, you're gonna appreciate that shit.
That's true. That is true.
And it's like, that's your legacy too. So after you leave that behind, it's like you're gonna be, how can you say it? It's gonna be like some memorabilia behind you. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
for
people to know.
Generational curses have kids. It will be something. My business is something to pass to my kids. You get what I'm saying? So it's just self up, because I mean, nobody wants to live paycheck to paycheck. Nobody wants to for somebody. Like, I like to travel. I like to keep my hair done, my nails done. I like to go shopping. So it's like I have to work for what I like and, live within my means. But I like nice stuff. So I just have to just keep going, because ain't nobody going to give it to me but me. So.
Yeah, because it's like you were saying, like in the sense, like, I forgot what going.
Shit, I mean, my question, if you still trying to think, I got a question for her. So my thing is, like, what advice would you tell somebody that's looking to start their own business?
Just do it. Have a plan, but just do it. Like, when I started, I literally planned everything out, like things that I need, what I want, where I want my business to be within the next year, within a couple of years. Have a plan. But even if you don't have a solid plan, a plan could be something as simple as, my business name is this. This is what I'm going to sell. It's going to be online, or I'm going to like have a storefront. Plan it. It could be as small as you want to, but just do it. Because the longer you sit on it, you're going to keep procrastinating and pushing it off, like, oh, I'll start my business next year, or when I move, I'll do this, and when I move, I do that. Because I'm guilty. I procrastinate as well. Like, I'm nowhere near perfect. Like, I was from my podcast. I haven't dropped one yet because I'm like, I'm moving. That's why I got the bags and stuff in my car. But I'm like, when I move and get settled, then I'm going to drop another episode. But yeah, just do it. Like, don't make excuses. I changed my logo probably like 4 times. I probably you're gonna think of new things as you keep going. So even if you have in the beginning, just do it. Like, you'll change it, rebrand. I'm rebranding. I brand like 4 times. Like, it doesn't matter. You're still doing it. So don't think everything has to be perfect, because it's not. When I started selling T-shirts the first time around, the vendor I had, the shirts was so small. I didn't know what type of vinyl to use. It was the hard, like when you rub on it. I started this new vendor. The shirts are nice. The vinyl, I do it myself. Me and my friend Shanique will help me. Like, I be at her house pressing the shirts. So, and then find you an accountability partner. Like, someone, they may not be in the same business as you, but they want to start a business, and that person y'all know together. Because that's how me and all my friends are. We all have
me and that boy.
we
exactly.
or we'll try to go to like events that's happening in Orlando with other business women, network, make new
Right.
friends outside of your friends too, because your friends don't know everything. You don't know everything to give your friends, so it's always good to have like your day ones, but then also people who could feed into you, who could show you new things.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the networking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
with that,
A lot of doors for you.
yeah,
It sure
real.
can. It sure can.
That's what
So with all
our
that
boy
being said,
Chop. That's what our boy
oh
Chop
yeah,
said, man. Your net worth
last
is your
week
net worth. I mean, your network is
on
your net
game.
worth.
Yeah. So
People
with all
you
that being said, like,
Say that again, with.
no, all I was gonna
yeah,
say was like who can get you into doors that you couldn't get into by yourself,
most
But because
definitely.
oh yeah, I seen you, he told me good things about you. Come on in. So it's always good to network.
Hey Slie, ain't that
Man.
just like when we went to TI studio that time when we first came to Atlanta?
Oh man.
Man,
Yeah,
we
bro.
was in there with Hannah Kang and them with the
Right.
the GM. Man, I'm talking about it's
Yeah, the
one of them
GM.
situations where you can't just walk in there. You gotta hit the
No.
code and you got the big
Cold.
security dude standing up.
What?
That was dope.
That's
That
how
was dope.
first time in Atlanta I had interviewed. I actually was still staying in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
I had it was a up and coming artist. His name was, I can't even think of his name right now, but his face is like, it's like, who is somebody? This is so bad because he actually put me on, and I feel so bad. I can't think of his name right now. That's so bad. But I went to the studio to interview him, and on my way to the studio, I had met OJ the Juice Man. It's this big promoter in Atlanta. His name Kingpins, and it was this guy named Slim. And he was like, oh, yeah, we need you in Atlanta. We need you in Atlanta. So I'm like, I'm networking
Right.
with. And then, boom, the guy who I interviewed just off the strength of me interviewing him, he was like, hey, didn't you say you finna move to Atlanta? I was like, yeah. He was like, all right, bet. My homegirl used to work for Life. She moving. Do you want to be his personal assistant? So I'm like, hey, I don't want to be his personal assistant.
Yeah.
So it's just all, because I apply for that shit on Indeed. So he was like, I'm going to connect girl. She's going to tell you everything you need to know. And I worked with Life for probably like 5-6 months or so. But it's all in who you know.
Yeah.
So where
one
can people
last,
like find your services?
They
That's
could
what I want to know.
look
Where
up your
can
business.
people find your services? Yeah.
Look up your business support.
My website is whitneynichole.com, and then on my Instagrams I have like a link tree with everything that I offer. So if they follow me on Instagram, they can just click the link in my bio or go to whitneynichole.com, and everything is on that site.
So everybody make sure y'all tap in with them.
Tap in. So like, do you got any upcoming, like, you know what I'm saying, products, events, anything current you working on you like to share?
Yeah, so I'm about to drop a purse line. It's called Rich Bitch Bag. It's a part of the RBC collection. And then just really growing my podcast. The Hustlin Honey podcast is I got my hat on. But just really growing my podcast. My podcast is basically to pay homage to everybody who's hustling. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can work your 9 to 5, the naked hustle, you got your own job. It don't matter. But while we discuss topics all over. So those are 2 things I'm working on. I'm gonna follow you back to those are 2 things that I'm working on is just the purse line. I'm excited. I'm excited for that. Really, that was like one of my biggest investments. So hopefully, I'm not even gonna say hopefully. I know I'll see the return on it.
Big pay.
But that's what's gonna take my brand to the next level. So hopefully. Either the beginning of next month. They're supposed to be here next month, but I got them made in China. And then just to see them send the videos of them like making a person. I'm like, like I don't give up, and you just gotta keep going because I started during quarantine. I'm like, I can sell this, I can sell that, I can do that.
It started all over again, which you had that same spot, but you like, nah. Because I started this years back, I already know how to go into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the type of stuff I like to hear right there. So like, last but not least, what does being an underdog means to you? when you hear the word underdog?
I feel like being an underdog is someone who's often overlooked because they don't have, I guess, that huge following or I don't even want to use the word popularity, but the underdog who's gonna make it happen. Like, you may overlook this person, but the underdog is the one who's gonna put in the work, the person who's gonna grind just as hard as the upper dog or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Big dog type shit.
Like, don't overlook the underdog because like when I said the upper dog, but like it's someone who's just, oh, that's just the underdog. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, but them turn out.
When they turn up, okay. So
them the ones you need now, you know.
Those are hungry. They're ambitious. It's like they really want it. Like, I don't mind being an underdog because I can move how I need to move. I can work how I need to work. And then when you pop out with the results, it's like, oh, she the big dog. And I am.
Big fat.
Humbly.
Big fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like one of the most, like, I guess say disappointing things to me with artists in the industry is like the artists I knew when they first came out, because a lot of artists, I be a fan of their earlier work. Like when they first dropped their first album, it's just the energy be so different. Then like
it's so different.
3-4 albums in, and it's just like these dudes too comfortable now. They ain't got that same underdog mentality like they had no more. They just dropping anything. Like,
you just always have to move. Like, I'm a servant. Like, I believe in serving. I feel like I was put on this earth to help other people. And this lady always said, be a servant, worry about the money later. When you're blessed and when it's in your divine order, when it's written out for you, everything will come. Like my coworker, me and him real cool. And I was like, I can't wait to become rich. And he was like, you already rich. Like, you money, but
for real.
Money just
you are, and that's why I created Rich Bitch, because it's not about your pockets, it's your lifestyle.
You are the money.
Yeah.
You are the money.
You are the money.
So it's just like, I don't know.
You say a lot of people vibe with you. Some people they can only vibe with them because of the money. But when you carry yourself how you carry yourself and people respect you like that, that's why they gravitate to who you are, what you doing, you know?
That energy you put out, you know what I'm saying? Your whole aura, they just gravitate to it.
I believe in treating people how I want to be treated. So like, make you laugh. I'm gonna boost
she tapped that. Okay.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Uh-oh. Let me see. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we good.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
But yeah, I pour into others just how I want them to pour into me.
Yeah.
That's how
and that take a long way too. You feel me? Because genuine people gonna gravitate to that. The person that ain't genuine, they gonna weed themselves off anyway. You know.
Anyway.
That's true.
Always happens.
That is much true.
But yo, Whitney, we so appreciate you tapping in with us on the Underdawgs Podcast.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Episode 6.
Before you go, we would just love to give you your flowers of what you're doing.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
What you're doing.
Don't make me blush.
We see your work, and you are an inspiration to us, period, to our whole Black community. And just keep doing what you're doing, like we said, man. It's from the underdogs, you know what I mean? From an underdog to another underdog.
For real. We need this type of stuff put out there for people. You know, like we're real talk. Like we were 3 episodes in, and then like we start like, dang, we 3 episodes in, but we see somebody. We did like a mental health episode, and we seen somebody up there like commenting about mental health and what they were going through. I say, dog, we got to keep it going, bro, because we got people tapping in, and it's gonna hit everybody a different type of way. Even the people that's coming on, motivate them or help them get through a situation. I say, bro, it's bigger than, you know. I'm looking at like we just doing one of the things that everybody else doing, bringing people together, you know?
Exactly.
You have to. You can't stop. You got to keep going. You really do.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we sorely appreciate
we like to appreciate you for real, man.
Thank y'all for bringing me. If y'all want to bring me back, just let me know.
For sure.
We gonna bring you back.
Hey, cause I feel like I ain't touched on that. I told her I had to study like some homework. I said, man, she got so much going on, dog. I said, we just gotta make sure I can hit on everything, you know. But that's the entrepreneur spirit and the underdog attitude, you know. Just keep pushing and creating and keep, you know, elevating with everything you do. You gotta change it up. You can't get too comfortable.
That is true. When you feel comfortable, you're not doing enough. But don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, mental health as well. You know, mental is important.
Yes, sir. I like how you said that, man.
Don't kill yourself.
When you're too comfortable, you ain't doing enough.
5 things at one time. Yeah, when you're too comfortable, that means like, all right, now what you doing?
Yeah.
Right. It be like, it's like, dang, I don't see no waves coming in on the water, nothing. It's just silent. Ain't nothing going on. Like,
bro, what you doing? You too comfortable. That's what I be telling myself. Like, and we all have a moment where we feel like, well, I had my wake up call because when I was in Atlanta, like 2015, I felt like that was my year. Like that was my peak. I should have took off. I should have just kept. But like I said, life throws you, and it's how you deal with it. Because my Instagram got hacked. I was like blogging. I started off blogging. That's what I was doing. Celebrity news, like shade room, freaking city stuff like that.
Right.
My Instagram got hacked because I had just literally built my Instagram up like 10,000 followers. I had like Waka Flocka watching my stories. Meat Mills was watching. 50 Cent even commented on my post. So it was going in the right. One day I woke up, gone.
Man.
And I was like, I don't want to do this no more.
I bet it came. Like, damn, everything. But see, that ain't make you fold though. You know, the average person, like, if they ain't used to the motion like that, when something like that happen, they just want to hang it up. They might want to go do something to themselves.
For real?
Like, nah, you got to keep going.
You have to. So that's when I started just doing what I like doing. But ever since that happened, it has not been the same. I was like, ugh. And now Instagram done changed so much. And it's like, I stopped blogging because a lot of people like, you still do media? And I'm like, there's different aspects of media. So I guess because I'm not blogging how I do, they're like, do it no more. And I'm like, yes, I do. So I'm about to start back doing interviews with like up and coming artists, and like basically that's my passion, is just like speaking to artists, letting them get a platform to tell their story on. So
they need that because
but
we gotta have more black media platforms doing it, man. I hate kind of seeing them on DJ Vlad, DJ what's his name?
For real, man.
It's another white dude, man. But I be like, man,
no, it's like they just setting you up for failure.
We popping them off. Without us, they wouldn't have that platform. And them dudes doing that, like just you know, based on that platform being built. I said, man, we gotta switch it up, dog.
Yeah.
You know, stop talking about, you know, the bad stuff that may happen with these artists. Talk about the good in their career and stuff. Like, you got to talk about their street back. It's like, dog, they doing way much bigger stuff now, bro. You know?
They just want juice, gossip, to make it pop. But
that's all that shit be.
It's culture vulture.
Yeah. They the fucking police, if you ask me.
Yeah, some of them questions like, if I was you. It comes with lifestyle popping right now. Everybody want drama. Everybody want tea. They want the juice. But yeah.
But yeah, shoot, like I say, we appreciate you accepting our invitation, coming on and laying these gems out for us. You know.
No problem. Thank y'all for having me, and everybody who's watching, make sure y'all follow.
Yeah, go follow, run it up. Stay tuned for what she got coming soon.
Yes. Thank y'all.
All right, we appreciate you. Blessings.
Appreciate you.
Oh, I thought you said on God.
I said blessings.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't. Nah.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.
All right.
All right now.
All right.
This
So
the
we just
Underdawgs
had,
Podcast, man. When we drop them gems, man.
yeah, you know
Gems,
it.
man. It's gonna be
Man, the
love it,
moment
man.
we've been waiting for, though, man. We got the award-winning director live from the Bring 'em In right now. Los2k6, Jacksonville, Florida.
Lo,
Oh, yeah, welcome.
Yo,
what
yo,
it do?
what's
Welcome,
good?
What
What's
it
welcome,
good?
brother.
Can
do?
y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you
Yeah, I
real
can hear you,
crystal clear.
man.
Word,
Yes,
word, word.
sir. How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great.
Now, what's up,
So
brother?
I see you got your little glowing background back there. Got the
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
good
man.
vibe
I gotta get the vibes right,
Hey,
man.
hey, he got the race in the room right now, man. Starting at the ceiling.
going. Got this
Yes,
stars
sir.
on the ceiling. I love it,
Mhm.
man.
That's what's up.
Yo, so for the people that don't know you, give us 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, can you describe Los2k6?
Yes,
Right.
sir. So Los2k, he's this I always do a third person like I'm a character in the movie or whatever. I can't help it.
Right.
But no, I'm pretty much I'm a passionate filmmaker, real cool person, easy to get along with. And I'm always down to give people chances and opportunities. So that's the short, brief version of Los2k.
Okay, then.
Dig it. Talking in third person, I love it.
I do it
How
all
you
day.
come
Hey,
up
I'm
with the
playing characters in movies, man, so it's easy for me to say.
Yeah.
name?
Oh, man, I got to
Yeah.
touch on that.
Okay, man. So how did you come up with the name Los2k6 anyway, man?
The year 2006 in general, that was a life-changing year for me because that was when I started shooting videos. That's when I picked up the camera and shot a video for the first time that year. Also, that was the year I graduated high school. And of course, Carlos is my actual name, so I just put two and two together, and that's basically it. And the only reason the name even existed because that was my MySpace page, Los2k6, and it just stuck with me. So just ran with it, and rest is history.
Telling you. They
Cool,
would look,
man.
they white MySpace, but shoot, still took the name from it.
Right. Right, exactly. Yes, sir.
Shit, I don't dare
What's
nothing say
up?
the same. Shit. So how like did you discover your passion for film since you were speaking on it? Like,
You know what? The funny part about it, man, like I've always wanted to make movies for a long time since I was a kid, but I never really talked about it at a younger age. You know, again, 2006 was when I like finally took that step to really step in that, to go in that direction. The moment I shot my first video, I fell in love with it because it was something I already knew I wanted to do. But the moment I shot my first video, even though I was in the learning process at the point, I enjoyed every minute of it. Like I was just filming my high school friends, just hanging out, and that from that point on, I already had people telling me like, "Los, you're gonna do some great things with that camera later in the future." And I didn't believe them at the time, but here we are. Here we are, 16 years later. Just doing everything I'm doing now.
right,
So it's pretty crazy.
right.
It's pretty wild.
So I was actually gonna ask you, like, how did you start? Like, what was your first project? So you were saying like you shot a video, that was your first project with your friends?
Yeah. I made this little, I don't know if I want to call it a documentary or just like a little vlog project, but it was basically, I literally called it Carlos Smith's High School. That's literally what I called it. And, like a silly title. I just literally what I called the project. And literally, like I was saying, I was literally just, recording it was just kind of like vlog footage of me hanging out with my friends in high school. We have a conversation.
Right.
And I still got that footage too, which is crazy. Yeah, man. So that was my first actual project. But ever since, again, every project I did from that point on, I learned something new from it, even down to upgrading cameras pretty much every time I wanted to do something new with a film project.
Right.
I dig it, bro. So
Yes,
I mean, I just want to jump to it, bro. For real, like, so
let's get
what
it.
is soul hood to you? Like how did you come up with that whole concept? Because people don't know, you know what I'm saying? You got a trilogy to soul hood, you got a whole saga, you know what I mean?
Amazon Prime.
Yes, sir.
It's on Amazon Prime. For the ones that don't know, go to Amazon Prime. Got Liek and Lee.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Man,
check it out. So, like, what was the concept behind it? How did you come up with that, man?
Man, look, Soul Hood honestly is a reflection of some of my favorite movies, my what ifs in my mind, and my my imagination and my personal life. It's a reflection of all of those combined. So when I started the series back in 2017, like when I wrote the script, it was just literally me venting my life away, and just like I was, it felt like a venting session because outside of that, the film life, I'm pretty misunderstood outside of that because I'm not really great at expressing myself in another, in a human way, if I can say it that way. But so I just wrote it. I just kind of wrote everything that was on my mind when I wrote that script, and then it miraculously turned into this series. So when I did the first Soul Hood movie, when I did the first Soul Hood movie, and it was literally going to be just that one movie, and that was it. It was going to be just one movie, and I was going to just be done with the series. But that movie changed my life in a dramatic way because I was able to premiere my movie in the AMC theater for the first time, and it sold out twice that night. And ever since that, the reception, it had got a lot of love, a lot of reception, and I started really seeing the potential behind this film. And that's what made me want to continue the storyline. And here we are. Now we're at the finale of the whole thing. And it's, now we're at this bittersweet moment where I'm about to end the series this year. And it's just it was just a beautiful creation that I came up with just from venting.
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I got a question from Soul Hood real quick.
Yes, sir.
I watched it, man. And it was so cinematic, man. Like, and I had my AirPods in when I was watching it. So I'm like, man, I don't think I ever heard a film where the sounds was just hitting like that. It was grabbing me into like my phone, man.
Yeah.
Like how did you come up with the cast for Soul Hood? Like, like with Luke and Lee, Luke Sr., Troy and all them, like how did they all come about?
So ironically enough, the Luke and Lee characters were actually villains in the original films. In the original story, like and I'll just try back to the first one just to build that storyline. So Luke Hills in general, to be honest with you, he was actually based on someone that I actually had some beef with back in the day. Hey, we talk our, you know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't gonna lie. It was because I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but it was this filmmaker that I looked up to a long time ago. And I was still early on in the game. I was only 2 years of filming, and then you know how you try to look up someone that he just kind of like down you. You know what I'm saying? He kind of like disrespected me, and I'll never forget what he said to me. He was like, "Man, stop making BS videos and keep working at your job or whatever." So that was my inspiration behind the Luke Hills character, is somebody that was hating on my character and being an antagonist of the film based on that thing alone. Hey, us creative people be talking, man. You can't screw a creative person over, man. We'll talk, you know what I'm saying? Through a movie, song, whatever. But anywho, so Luke Hills is based on that character. And then he ended up being a fan favorite. Like, everybody started loving this character so much that I was willing to really evolve this character specifically. And then Luke Hills happened, Luke and Lee happened. So now, a few films later, we're at Luke and Lee, which now they're like more the anti-hero characters of the series. And added in more characters. The guy that plays Luke Hills, Illuminati, they know fight choreography very, very well.
I can tell.
Yeah, that's what they do. Kylie Comber, they do fight choreography very well. So, the first Soul Hood was more of a drama film series, and then when I had got those guys involved, it kind of turned into an action series of some sort. So once that happened, it really evolved in a major way to the point where I was even to the point I was wanting to, to the point I was actually wanting to just kind of like dig into those characters a lot more.
Bad. So boom, we only got 1 minute left on this live.
Well,
we gonna back in.
Yeah. We're gonna take a quick commercial break on the Underdawgs Podcast. You have to tune in for part 2, Los2k6, Underdawgs Podcast. Tlee and Slie. Tap right back in.
Sir.
All right, cool. On standby. Yep.